What's up, Jerome? Here about another reaction to hopping into a brand new episode of Grey's Anatomy, episode number 5, season number 2, called Bring the Pain. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying the series thus far. If you have, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, Patreon for the full reaction, uncut episodes over there if you want them. If you don't, totally cool. Episodes will be here on YouTube whenever they show up. So, previous episode, we saw Izzy and Alex getting close. Alex pretty much finding out that if he doesn't pass the test, he will fail out of the medical thing. And because of that, he decided to be kind of jackassery to Izzy, which is, I think that's just who he is. So Izzy needs to just kind of like back up. We also had the stuff with Meredith's mother and that whole situation, and Meredith dealing with the Christina situation as well, with Christina and the baby and her being emotional and not being able to stop it and her hating it. What else happened? We obviously, Richard, is it Richard? Is that the chief's name? Richard? The chief and Meredith's mother definitely got it on. Question is, did he cheat on his wife, or was it just that Meredith's mom cheated on her dad? Then we got the big doozy, which is what I've been saying for a while. Derek never got the papers for the divorce. So in Derek's brain, his perfect dream scenario of how things were going to go, he was going to stay married to Addison. Addison was going to leave, and he was still going to be screwing Meredith. That was Derek's whole happy plan. That is his plan. There was nothing else there. I stay married to Addison, and I'm still screwing my like mistress, or whatever you want to call it, whatever Meredith is. And we all live happily ever after. I think last week you guys said he wanted his cake and he wanted to eat it too. That's what he wanted. Which is what I was saying I found weird. And everybody was like, well, not everybody, people were like, no, he had reason. I'm like, no. You're cheated on. You want it to be over? File the paperwork. And then at the end, he didn't even file the paperwork. He didn't sign it. Why? Because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. His dream scenario is probably that he sleeps with Meredith on the weekends and then goes to Addison during the week. That's probably his dream scenario. But we're gonna hop in here. I'm gonna assume if you like Derek, it's gonna be a while for me to come around on Derek. So if you're a Derek fan, I don't think this is a show for you for a while. Maybe come back for season 3. Maybe Derek gets better. Either way, here we go.
He doesn't want me, Meredith, but if there's the slightest chance that he does, I'm not leaving Seattle.
Pain comes.
Like, in all honesty, we should be rooting for Addison and Meredith to not be with Derek.
It was the perfect evening.
We should be rooting for them to find better people.
You know, I especially like the part where you treated me.
Is Derek's friend good? Maybe he's a good guy.
I had a good
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
The small twinge, a bit of soreness, the random
Oh,
pain,
we're doing this. Fuck.
the normal pains we live with
Oh,
every day.
maybe we're
I
not.
gotta go.
Maybe he's just trying to take it slow.
Seriously?
He might be trying to take it slow.
Seriously?
Maybe he
Then there's
cares.
the kind of pain you can't ignore.
Seriously?
A level of pain so great that it blocks out
What the
everything else.
fuck?
Sleeping.
I'm gonna be real. Izzy, if you're barging in like this,
Makes
I'm
the
hoping
rest
it's
of the
like,
world fade
I don't
away.
know, a booty call? You don't, like, what the hell? You don't just get to do this.
I get it. End of discussion. What? Until all we can think about
Oh,
is how much we hurt.
I usually just say Meredith and then you yell at me. I haven't thought past that point.
It's because you're a
actually didn't have
fucking
any-
loser.
How we manage our pain is up
Hit
to
him in the
us.
face.
Stop it.
Hit him in the face.
Seriously? Seriously? Seriously?
This is a very small bet.
I'm telling you, man.
Brain surgery.
George, you need to make a joke about a threesome right
I
now.
look fantastic.
Make it mega
I
awkward.
shaved my legs.
He's a brain surgeon. How can he be so brainless?
Hello? Seriously?
Seriously?
Come on, George, make a joke. Maybe they'll leave.
Pain.
Inappropriate joke. Maybe they'll get out of here.
Ride it out. Embrace it. Ignore it.
Porn. As in porn?
All right. What are we watching?
Wow.
Crap.
Go stand
He
in
said,
the
"What
hall.
are we watching?"
Mr. and Mrs. Lamont, I'm sure you are really nice people, and what you do in the privacy of your own naughty nurses, 4.
Nice. Guess I have to watch Nasty Naughty Nurses 1 through 3.
Trust me, it's
You know, I
not.
don't want to be lost in the story.
Get in.
You know, I can't
the
just jump into the 4th movie. Like, what the hell? What kind of person am I, crazy? I gotta watch the first 3 to lead up.
Until residency's over, you'll be at one hospital and I'll be at another. We could end up at opposite ends of the country.
Wait,
It'll be
residency?
too late.
What year residency? Is that what Bailey is?
Meredith.
Your wife
How many
is
years do you
looking
have to do what Bailey does?
This is hard for me, Meredith.
So
Well, let me make it
interns,
easy then.
residency,
I'm not
and
gonna
then
be that
what's
woman, the one who breaks up a marriage or
What's
begs you to
Shepherd?
want me. You can sign the papers or you cannot. The choice is yours.
Man,
Either
what's the
way,
order?
When it comes to this relationship,
4
I'm
years,
out.
4 years,
Now,
4
where's
years?
this patient I'm supposed to be helping you with?
I thought it would go away, but then last
Uh.
night my legs went numb.
What?
This morning my
You
back.
could what? Not in front of the doctor, ma'am.
Miss Chu, we're gonna push on a PCA
didn't-
pump.
what?
Give
He
you
was
some
kissing you.
morphine,
What
which
the
help control the pain.
Thank you.
But there's
Dude,
a
he's
greater
so
problem here. I'm
he's
just
so
taking a look at your
inappropriate.
Why not?
Hey, it's the dude from Lost.
Why didn't you call us before coming down here?
Sorry, these are my parents.
Man,
Painful doubt. And a little understanding from you would be nice.
I hope Meredith says that. It took you 1 day to put your penis in me and walks away.
Still here, I see.
Like some shit like
Have
that.
you seen the other Dr. Shepard?
I'll tell him you're looking for him.
Hey, I got Verna Bradley's test back. I don't think she
Oh.
had a detect.
The elevator's gonna shut off, isn't it?
EKG. She had something.
We lost power at the house. I feel like the power's gonna leave at the hospital.
Came back negative. I actually think she's fine.
Get a cardiac.
Is the power gonna leave at the
Yes,
hospital?
be thorough.
I feel like it's gonna leave at the hospital. Just because they teased it earlier.
What's the deal with Izzy?
She shaved her legs for you,
And
and you didn't even kiss her goodnight.
She shaved her legs for you and you didn't follow through.
hey, I follow through. I always follow through.
You didn't last night.
Yeah. They foreshadowed it. That's gonna poor guy, dude.
Dude,
Is this who's gonna die in here?
You think?
That's funny. Poor guy.
Dr. Cole, 2621. Did you two do?
Oh my god. No.
It's not looking so good.
This is gonna sound crazy. That was the blackest shit Bailey has ever done.
Why do the lights keep flickering?
Something about a backup generator. This pump will provide you with a morphine drip, which should stop your pain.
Well, I wouldn't think that failing the test would be the cause of that, because it was a written
We're
test.
not in Kansas anymore.
He passed the other stuff, right? It was the written one that he sucked at. Like the stuff like this, he was good at. I thought he just failed the written one. Maybe I got that wrong.
Is there some significance to this date for you personally?
This is gonna sound fucked up.
Nothing.
What
There are
were you
pictures
doing
of Izzy out
the
there
first
around,
time you had a
right?
manic episode?
Kind of fucked up, but she used to be a like
We were in the
lingerie model.
yard. I remember because our neighbor, what was his
Kind
name?
of fucked up, but
Ted.
That's right, he died of an aneurysm.
I'm touching the aorta.
Wrap the index finger of your left hand around it and apply.
he should come out after this. He should get so much people respecting him. If this guy lives, which I'm assuming he will be because of the way that they're
Got it.
setting it up.
Wait, I think I can localize the bleeding. I think it's coming from the inferior vena cava.
Can you find the lesion?
Our surgical glove. And then there was Marta.
Yo, I could never, bro.
Marta.
Oh, yes. Marta was the naughtiest nurse of all because she knew how. Oh, my God.
I thought she was gonna want to finish the story. Well, you know, I had a plan. I had a story I wanted to tell, so I'm gonna finish it.
How long do you think it takes to retrieve
Meet me there.
They've made you so fucking desperate right now. Oh my God, you are desperate as shit. They've made you desperate as hell. See, I took that as her realizing he still had feelings for her, so she was gonna call it off and say, you know what? Go be with her. I thought that's where it was going. Because he was cheesing, looking at his ex or his current wife.
Goodbye, Alice.
It's so, where are you going? You look at Bailey looking all hot going out. Where are you going, girl?
How's your patient? The one that got her soul back?
She's gonna be fine.
Gotta go.
Look at you. Look like a girl. Is that your date?
It's my husband.
Oh,
10
shit.
years today.
What?
How come I didn't know you were married?
Because you're
You
awful.
never asked.
Yeah, you're fucking so worried about you.
You haven't signed those divorce.
Okay, we're a couple.
Bam.
Whatever.
Speech.
Don't make a big deal about it.
Bam. Already better than Meredith's speech. Look at that. Competitive, I snore. We're a couple. Bam. The end. See how easy it is? But they make Meredith and Derek so fucking complicated for no reason. Like, they're doing the same shit, yet I don't hate that.
You just breathe deep and
Like-
wait for it to subside.
He's gonna come in with Addison. Oh, damn. I thought he was gonna come in with Addison, which would have been fucking
Pain.
hilarious.
Pour me another one. But sometimes the pain gets.
Oh, God. Boo. What a boo ending, man. What a boo ass ending. Like, you do the whole episode about the divorce thing, and then at the end, he doesn't even make a choice. It's leaving us on a cliffhanger. Like, it isn't even a good cliffhanger, because it's literally just it's an annoyance. It's like an annoyance more than anything. It's not a good cliffhanger. It's just annoying. Like, everything else in the episode worked for me. I thought everything in the episode worked for the most part. Funny, the comedy worked, the George stuff worked, the Alex stuff is super interesting. The Izzy stuff, I'm not 100% on board with that because I think that she's, she's crossing a line with like him not kissing her or whatever, and she got upset. I get her being upset, but like the not talking part is a bit much. The stuff with Meredith's mom and Richard is interesting. The stuff with Burke and Christina it works for me, and was funny with the Christina stuff. Damn, dude. I don't know. I don't know why. The way people talk about Meredith and Derek, right? Like, oh, like from the show. Like, the way I've always I understood the show, Meredith and Derek were Ross and Rachel. They were like iconic, right? But they're iconic for like, they're not iconic in a good way. Not to me. Maybe if I go back and watch Friends from the beginning, maybe I'll see Rachel and Ross differently. Because I always like Ross. And I thought Rachel was fine. But like, so I wonder, because like I don't like, they more annoy me more than anything. I feel like they make really bad decisions. And that speech was so. That speech makes her fucking desperate, bro. It makes her come off very desperate. She said, how long have they been dating? 3 months? It's 3 months, right? So I guess that's enough to know if you care so much. But like, she gave a whole speech about pick me, choose me. Like, pretty much saying, I'll do whatever you want if you pick me. Like, what? They haven't made Derek doesn't feel like a catch to me. Yes, he's successful, he's good looking, but like he's very emotional and very, I don't know. I guess he is kind of a catch if you really think about it. He's handsome and he's good look. He's handsome and he's got like money. But like for some reason his personality rubs me the wrong way. He just, I don't know. Like, his personality with other people is kind of interesting, but even that little thing at the end where he says, Bailey, tell me what to do. It makes me look at him as like a man-child. Like he doesn't know how to make decisions on his own. He can't make his own decisions. Like he needs other people to help him make a decision. I find that weird. Like he couldn't make the decision of the paperwork for the divorce. Addison had to do that. Right? Like, isn't that weird? I mean, I guess weird. Because if you really are hurt about it, right? And you make this whole show, you leave for who knows how many months. I don't know. He's not. I think he's funny and good with other people. But like with Meredith, I just feel like Meredith can do better. Addison's sucks because she cheated, but she's also someone that I'm like, at least you admit it, you acknowledge it. She's very assertive in herself. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the Derek Meredith thing. I don't like how desperate they make her. Like, why would we want to follow a character who's so desperate? Like, she's desperate, right? And she's desperate for a guy who you found out was married. Like, you found out a guy is married. And after he gives his ex-wife a look that I can only think of as like happy, there's no other way for me to see it, right? Like he looked up and he looked legitimately happy. Is it here? Look. This. Tell me that's not a man smiling under there. Tell me he's not smiling right now under there. That dude is cheesing his ass off. Like you can tell he's like smiling, right? I just can't imagine Meredith looking at that and being like, and not like knowing that he's obviously like he's looking at his wife during this very important like a surgery, and like it looks like he's smiling at her. And her response to that is, pick me. Choose me. What? Why is that your response to what we just saw? Like I swore she was coming in here and she was going to give him like and tell him, you're still in love with your wife. You still love her and you shouldn't be like, I thought she was going to like break it off fully. Like we can't be together because you still love him or you still love her. I thought that's where it was going. Instead, it's this desperate plea for please pick me. Like, cause she's desperately asking him to stay with, like to come be with me. Like, I feel if Derek told Meredith to her face, okay, I'm gonna pick you, but I'm gonna stay married to Addison. As desperate as she is, I feel like she would say, yeah. That's the kind of character that I feel like Meredith is now. That if Derek said, I'll be with you, but I'm going to also stay married to my wife, that she would just accept it. And that's a weird way to look at your main character. So I don't know. It's very odd to me. But it is what it is. I mean, I like them when they're doing other shit. It's when they're together that it's kind of like, eh. Like, Derek constantly does inappropriate stuff. Like, he knows that they're fighting, so he pretty much tells Bailey to have her be on his case. Why? That's so inappropriate to me. Like, what if you cheated on her, right? Well, technically you kind of did. You're married. But like, you could force her to work with you. And like, I don't know. It rubbed me the wrong way. Either way, solid good episode though, all around. Like I liked everything else. I made the mistake of like jumping around but I think this time I got everything. Last episode I missed some stuff that I want to talk about, but I think this time I got everything besides the Derek and Meredith stuff. The porn thing is wild. I don't know how, like, because sex must mean nothing to this. Like, he must look, because when you watch that much porn, the sex even, like, Does sex even turn you on? Like, does porn turn you on if you've been watching it 24/7? I don't know. The George stuff was like fire. The fact that George was able to do it. I hope he gets like a lot of praise going forward about this because that's super cool. Yeah, overall, that's the episode. I also like how how Burke was really proud of them. I'm gonna get out of here and I'll talk to you guys later.